So basically, the way that's set up is, of course, when you draw your horizontal features, you can draw out their, guardrail features, and they draw in the normal 2D line style. So in this case, let's say I change it to a guardrail left, and I draw it on this side of the road. It's the wrong side, but that's okay. And so you end up with the 2D line string shows up there. And then from there you can, if it had a profile on it, and I'll just use a quick profile tool here by constant elevation. And then you set an elevation of 15 for now. And even if I put in a curve on this, or, if it was somehow projected from the page name, or however you want to decide to put it, however you want to decide to give that line a vertical elevation. Then, basically, once you have that line, you can push, as long as it's got a profile, you can push a template down. So all I'm going to show you is if I were to come here now and make a corridor out of this rail, I'll reset. And before I do that, I want to show you the templates. So the way the templates are set up, and they may need to be modified. But like in this case, this is the left one. Remember I was saying that I thought one of these points needed to use the 3D feature. So all of these usually are going to have like guardrail panel PM. The components will be like guardrail post PX or guardrail panel PX. Anytime it's a PX, it means you're going to cut through it with a cross section, which is what PX is, cross section. Anytime it's a PM, it means it's going to be a line string to the proposed model. So it's a 3D line string. Now the point that draws the 3D, that has the 3D post line string, that does the skip every 6 to 3 inches, is the one that's out here called guardrail 3D left PM, 3D right PM, and 3D double PM. If you set this to 3D left PM on this point, then it will essentially draw the post spaced along, instead of drawing this 3D line string like a normal line string, it will actually use the line style and actually place the post out there. And then the rest of these you'll use the normal, these should actually be guardrail post. And I don't know why they're setting the template wrong, but it should all be guardrail post around the post. So those need to be changed, just so that you can sort the levels in the model when it's time to create your files for construction delivery. You want to be able to turn off all your PXs and just leave on your PMs. That way the contractor, when he gets in, he'll see that these are post lines, and there won't be any PX lines because he's not interested in the shape. He just is interested in the lines. So this is a post also. I didn't set up this one, I set up the right one, but just so you know. Then this one here, actually that's the wrong one. It should be the one on the outside of the block. So this is a post. This is the point that should be the 3D line. And then we'll just double check that. This is the left one, let's replace it. And then this should be a post. And that should, all the rest of these should be panels. And we can validate that in a second. So when I close, close this and save it, then I can use the, it's basically just showing you how if you place one of these templates along a line string. So now that I have a profile up here, I'll see what it looks like in the 3D view. It's actually there already. So you zoom out, there's going to be this line right here. This line happens to represent where the profile of this guardrail is. So what I'm going to do now is use this, and the way the template will get placed is it actually will place this as the profile grade line at this point right here. But since this is using the PM, it will actually place the post in the correct orientation with the ground before it's down. And the way I'm going to do that is just go to the corridor and just basically create a corridor of this, reset the reactive profile. I'm going to make sure that I'm looking at the guardrail left, so I'll go and pick it. Yeah, that's actually a corridor. And this one can then just modify it. And whatever, as long as you put it on the limit of that line, I'm just putting a 5-foot drop interval. So this is what you'll end up with now. And what's really happening is, in this view, the post, remember in the template that the post is, all this is using post PX. This is using post PX. So that's drawing solid throughout the corridor. Which is why if you turn this on, you'll see what you were usually seeing in your template, which is a solid post. But what we did is we took this 3D LP line, and that's actually what's drawing the 3D lines from that. So if you turn the post off, what you're really getting is along the top of this cell, or this template, it's actually drawing in these posts using that line style. This is still the profile grade line. These are all the panels. This is the panel. As a matter of fact, you can see that the panel PX is the shape, and the panel PMs are lines. And these also have construction lines too. So all I was going to show you is all the levels where everything is, and how it actually gets displayed. So all of the lines that make up the template, or the points on the template, are actually construction class elements. So if you hit the F7 key, they'll turn off. So that's all the panel lines, and what they should be. And there's the panel lines coming in this the next video. So if you turn off the panel, you should end up with just lines. So those are all the lines. If you turn off this is actually that 3D line scheme. So if you turn that off, those all turn off. That's the whole post and everything. And then if you want to see, whenever you cut a cross section, because it's a physical element, whenever you cut a section on that, it actually shows you the actual guardrail no matter where you're at. So if I come over here and this is the same one, and just go to the cross section view. On this side of this thing. You'll see that because that's a physical element, it's always going to draw the post no matter where you go. However, in the 3D view, or if you want to see it in the model, it's post, you just turn off the post PX shape. And then you can turn off all your F7 key, and you'll get a better looking guardrail. And it will be placed at the profile grade line where you would normally want to put the post in the ground. So essentially that's how you set it up.